Hi, I'm Brenda Elliott and I teach first grade. I'm going to talk a little bit today about video-based lesson planning and just kind of some of the aspects of that and what the relative advantages of using them have been for me in my classroom and what I feel in my opinions on that topic. And so today I just want to talk about what I kind of goes into when I'm planning video-based lesson plans. And so just like any lesson plan, I go in and I decide, well, who is my, I think about who is my audience. My audience is a bunch of students who are around the ages of 6 to 7 years old, and so I want to find things to include in my lesson plan that are engaging for a 6 or a 7-year-old. And oftentimes that is, going to be things that are colorful and things that are appropriate for the age of a 6 or 7-year-old. Next, I like to look at what kind of a learning style do they have. Are they an audio or a visual learner? Are they a solitary or are they a social learner? And so then I like to look at those kinds of activities to include in my lesson plan. And then when I do that, I look at how much time do I have available to teach this lesson plan, and what's the most effective use of that time for my students. And so overall, I look at all of those aspects and then I put it into a lesson plan, and I pick out and choose the most effective videos that I can find for the time that I am allotted for that lesson plan. And then I go forward with the lesson planning and lay that out. So in PBS Learning and Media, they talk about the effective video-based lesson plans and what goes into that. And there's 3 key components, and they are the frame, the focus, and the follow-up. And so when I do my lesson plans, and after I start to frame what I want my lesson plans to look like, I actually go into making sure that I have stayed on focus of what I've intended to teach the students. And then I make sure that I have given plenty of information and plenty of videos to follow up with that concept or that new skill. And then I try to make sure that I give opportunities for the students to demonstrate their knowledge of those skills through assessments and observations that I can see that they're demonstrating what they have learned and the concepts that we have been practicing and the skills that we are learning. And then I make sure that I just go back and give the children plenty of times, or the students plenty of times, to practice those skills and to make sure that they are retaining the information that we are going over, so that I know whether I need to revisit the lesson plan or allow for more time and practice for the students to gain the knowledge that I am trying to teach for them. And so I just want to talk a little bit also about the National Teachers Training Institute and how they talk about when you are using video-based lesson plans and how the students are more engaged, they're retaining the information quicker, and they are actually retaining the information longer. And so that just is helping our lesson plans that we're using be more effective. It saves me lots of time in prepping whiteboards or using the messy eraser boards and things like that, and time and money preparing those items or purchasing items that I can use for presenting my lesson. So I've just found that it not only is effective in the students learning the information and keeping them engaged, and I think a key important part of that is making sure their students are happy while they're learning, but also in the prep and time that it takes me to present an effective lesson plan to my students. Another relative advantage that I have noticed is that I can share a lesson plan, or other teachers can share a lesson plan with me. We can work on the same lesson plans together through Google Suites. One person can add in a portion of it, and another teacher could work on another as a part of a collaboration, say with all of our first grade teachers. And so I just think that there's so many relative advantages of using a video-based lesson plan within our classrooms. Starting from the effectiveness with students, but also going into time saving and money saving for the teacher themselves. Have a great day.